Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Kim inside doing another segment of My Mind Mondays. And I first of all just want to say apologies to everyone who hasn't been that I haven't been posting. I was in the middle of the high school football season, which unfortunately the season ended up turning out to be a championship, but still had a great, amazing season. So shout out to Bucker for that. But for this topic of My Mind Mondays, what I just want to talk about is like I said, I've been taking a break from doing My Mind Mondays, but over the past few weeks, I had some encounters with people, and wanted to talk about just one of them encounters. So one time I was at the store, and I had met this young fellow who was working there. He was working at 7-Eleven at this time period. He was actually working by himself. And I was just talking to him, and sometimes like you get negative energy, or sometimes you get positive energy from people that work at 7-Eleven. But this guy had a good positive energy about himself. And like I said, he was a pretty young guy, younger than me actually. I could just tell by the look on his face. And he was giving me good positive energy. And in the midst of that, I was like, hey man, do you take tips? He was like, yeah, sure, I do take tips. So I ended up tipping him a few extra dollars just because I was just like, man, I seen some similarities of a younger me that I seen in him, and I just wanted to be a good positive influence on him. And that's what I just want to talk about today in this segment. My mama is when a lot of times we think of the people that's doing better than us or that's above us. They don't have a time of reflection upon seeing someone that resembles themselves. And in this situation, I could just say for myself, this young man, attitude resembled how mine was when I was young and up and coming, just trying to not necessarily get by, but just try to get to that next level. And I just loved his ambition and how he was just going about his day, not even worrying about the fact that he's the only one running the store, but he was just gonna work as hard as he can. And just thinking about my young self, how sometimes I didn't have much to give, but all I had was my effort and my energy and my happiness, and I could just bring joy to other people's lives. And I could have see that in him. That resembled myself. And I think that a lot of times, like a lot of successful people, like I said, when we see people that reminds us of ourselves, we always tend to go a little bit above and beyond just to make sure that person just get something extra out of it. And that's what I had did for this young fellow. I don't really know the guy's name, but just seeing how his energy was, man, I just wanted to say, man, good job, young man. Keep it up, dog. Hope you continue just to work hard and keep on having positive energy, because those are the things that get us through the next day. And like I'm just saying in this video is just because someone is doing better than you right now does not mean that we don't see someone as a self-reflection of what we used to be. And in this situation, the younger man was a self-reflection of who I used to be. And so, like I just said, man, don't be discouraged when someone else is giving you advice. Don't be discouraged when someone is saying, hey, man, I remember I was there before, because we all had to have a starting ground somewhere. And so just take good advice, take somebody's nice gesture to them, because sometimes free game is the best game. And so with that all this being said, y'all, this is Kim Sites doing another segment of My Mondays.